I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine named Carolyn Hyde, who lives at the Sea of Galilee in Israel with her husband Richard. Carolyn's a messianic believer living in the land, and she has a timely word for us from Zion, I believe, because of the season that we're in, approaching Passover, Easter, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and all that is taking place right now in our current time with COVID-19 and all of the confusion. There's still the sovereignty of God, and He is still reigning over all and has a plan and purpose in the midst of all of this.
Shalom and blessings from the Galilee. I'm standing here in our garden because I can only go 100 meters from my house. And if I do see someone on the street, I can only stand 2 meters apart from them, so no hugs. But there is such an air of expectancy here. And it reminds me of what the ancient Israelites must have felt like when we were in slavery in Egypt and right before we came out, right before the Exodus. It kind of feels like that here in Israel today. Many believers have this a sense of expectancy. And this year, for one of the rare times that the Jewish calendar and the secular calendar actually work, like mesh together correctly, because Easter is coming just after the Feast of Unleavened Bread and just after Pesach, or Passover, begins. And of course, we know during Passover, the whole name of the holiday, Pesach in Hebrew, Passover, is that the Lord was executing vengeance on Egypt for treating the Jewish people so badly. We were in slavery there. And so every one of those plagues that God sent, the 10 plagues, each one of them was against a god that the ancient Egyptians worshipped. And so God sent a plague to destroy all those things so that they could have no gods except the God of Israel. And He was also hopefully teaching us a lesson. We didn't learn it so well because we were always kvetching or complaining in the wilderness, even after God did all those wonders. But the point is, it's like today, all the gods that we have worshipped, money, computers, our work, sports, concerts, you name it, even church, even worship times have become kind of performance-based and just, in a way, for many people, like idols. And God is destroying all those. He's using what the enemy meant for evil, and He's putting it for something really good. And so during this time, during this Easter, during this Pesach, Passover season, my prayer for you, Krista, and your wonderful husband, and for the wonderful Bible study group who had the privilege of meeting in Greenville, my prayer for each of you is that the Lord will really take away those idols from each of your lives, and He will replace it with just such a deep passion to spend more time in His presence. And may the times that you do spend with Him be deeper and richer than you've ever known before. I send blessings to each of you this Pesach, this Easter, and wish you lots of love, and in Yeshua's name, B'Shem Yeshua Mashiachenu. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He make His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and grant you peace. Yivarechecha Adonai vayishmarecha. Ya'er Adonai panav alecha vihunecha. Yisa Adonai panav alecha. Ve'asim lecha shalom. B'Shem Yeshua Mashiachenu. In the name of Yeshua, Jesus, our Messiah, I bless you from here in Zion. Shabbat Shalom.